Hi guys, welcome to my before fall book review. The books that I read over the last several months because I'm a slow reader and I didn't get time to get to them, so I did now. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome to the Cozy Alchemist. I am your host. I'm so glad you're here. We are going to go over these. These are the books that I have read, but we are going to start with this baby. Nonfiction. Adult children of emotionally immature parents. How to heal from distant, rejecting, or self-involved parents. So I can say that this is an immediate 5-star for me. So I work with teens, I work with parents, and I work with adult children who are healing. And so this was one of the books that I was like, this is an obvious, good read. I need to read this. And then I didn't realize that it was going to be like a therapy session every time I opened the pages and read out loud. It is an easy read. You can fly through this. It is done immaculately. I love the way that it is set up. It is set up to help you identify what is an emotionally immature parent. Do you have emotionally immature parents or a spouse or someone in your life? What does it look like if you do, and how you handle things like as a kid, as a teen, and as an adult? And then what decisions do you need to make moving forward? Do you want to go no contact? Do you want to put boundaries? What do those two options look like? How are you healing from it? What does that look like for you? How do you make sure moving forward you do not fall or move into any type of other relationships of people who are emotionally immature, right? Beautiful. There's activities in it if you want to do them. The language is super simple for everyday person to read through. There are actually examples of real people's situations in here, so you have an idea of what that looks like outside of yourself. And I can tell you that I felt seen, I felt heard, I felt hugged, I felt safe to cry. I felt like this was a legit therapy session for me. That's why it took me so long, because I was going through deciding whether to go no contact with my own parents, dealing with a lot of issues, healing my inner child, my inner teen. And so this is 5 stars. I will always recommend it to somebody who is on their healing journey, who struggles with specifically their relationship with parents. 5 stars. Love this. So good. Is Children of Virtue and Vengeance. So I read the first book. I did an audiobook with that one, and I do want to go and actually get a hard copy because I am going to get the third one. This is the second in a trilogy. And the first one is Children of Blood and Bone. I'll have this somewhere up there. And so it's just so good. This is, I've never read the Harry Potter series, but if you are in love with Yoruba culture, Orishas, to me it's a version of Harry Potter for Black people. I don't know how else to put it and think of it off the top of my head. Follow different characters, so each chapter is a version, a viewpoint of the character. You have the main character, Zelly, and then you have Amari, and then you have Inan. And the character growth, the friendship in it, the romance, the betrayal, the magic in this. It's just, the Orishas. Oh yeah. I absolutely love this. I have a deep respect for ATRs, African traditional religions, and specifically Ifa, and speaking Yoruba and the culture, and I have a connection with Orishas, a deep respect for Orishas, and so this book just hit home. I think anyone would pick this up and be able to enjoy it and be able to enjoy the ride it takes you on. I will say for this one, I would give it maybe like a 3 star, 3.5 stars, just because Enon got on my nerves. Like, his character irked me. He just irked me, and him and Zell, there are just some relationships in here that just irked me so much. I'm trying not to give stuff away because I want people to like go on their own journey, but there's annoying characters in here that you really want to do better, but after a while you just give up on them. That kind of made me sad, because I don't ever want to give up on a character, but I gave up on a character, and I think that's what is making me give it like a 3.5. The other characters are phenomenal. You get to, in the second book, you get new characters, childhood trauma popping up in here, trust issue, good versus the evil. Yeah, I highly recommend this. I will be reading the third one, and I will be buying the first book just to have on hand. A pantheon of Ifa and Orishas to the pantheon, the Greek pantheon, and we are talking about the none other who originally started as an online comic, graphic novel, Laura Olympus. A friend sent me it to read online, and that was the start. Like, this was the book that, you know, really pushed me back into like wanting to pick up, you know, fantasy and fiction and all of these books again that I had been away from. And so it's just 5 stars. I have read almost all of it. I have not read book 6 and book 7. I don't know if 7's out yet, but I've gotten to book 5 online, and I was like, I want the whole series in my hands. I'm a comic book girl. I grew up reading Marvel and DC. I had the option of DC. I tried to, couldn't get into a lot of the characters, but I just really loved reading Marvel. That was something I did with my dad. Those were the discussions we had. We would read the comics together that he bought when he was a teenager and a young adult, and still has to this day, and then we'd go watch the movies. So reading comics was part of my life. I actually learned how to read by my mom buying Archie comic books from the grocery store. So graphic novels just have a very special place in my heart. But this one, the cuteness of it, if you're looking for cute, sweet romance with a touch of like reality, and you love pantheon of Hades and Zeus and, you know, Poseidon and all of it, it's the place to go. It's definitely beautiful. I honestly learned more about the Greek pantheon gods through this than I have in other instances. And the last one. So this has another book that pairs with it. This is The People Could Fly, and it's American Black Folktales. There is another book that goes with it. I think I have it right here. Yeah, Many Thousand Gone. So these two go together. These are short stories. This is actually going to be in another video that you'll see later, but this one I took my time reading through. The reason I got this one is because I love folklore. It breaks my heart that I didn't get to grow up with our own folklore. That's what happens with colonialism. That's what happens with slave trade. That's what happens. People lose parts of their cultures, and generations later they don't have anything to hold to. And I found this and I was like, wait, American Black Folktales? What? I have something? So I bought this immediately. I told my husband, I was like, I want this, I want it, and I want it now. And so I savored this because it felt like I was savoring a part of me, a part of my history. I will say, you know what? I've heard the Cucuy and La Llorona. It's scary. There's some scary stuff in here, y'all. I'm a big scaredy cat. You will never get a book review with me on something with horror, because I can't deal. La Llorona got me. She got me. I can't go past that. I refuse to hear a good storyteller wind up the details and then give me La Llorona and then say, hey, hope you have a great night. No. I'm going home with you. We're sleeping with the lights on. I can't do it. My imagination is superb, and it will get every detail down and then replay it when I go to sleep. No, I'm not doing it. So there's some ones in here that I kind of was like, I'm gonna finish this because it's part of my history, and I've been waiting for it, but I'm also like a little scared. It was good ones. A lot of them, they use the original language that was spoken then, and so they'll give you like the definitions and explanations afterwards. I'm trying to find an example afterwards towards the end of what the words mean, where it originated from. So you'll see like lots of this where it talks about, you know, Black Portuguese, or, you know, this is what the word means in the text. And so there's just lots of short folk tales. I thought it was so good. So this is a 5 dice. This is a 5-star. I also got this on Amazon, so everything will be listed in the description if you're interested in. Go follow Toni on Instagram. She's hilarious. Like, I love a good book author who has just an exquisite personality. She seems fun, she seems down to earth. All right, so that is my first review, you guys. Oh my gosh, this was fun. Thank you so much for staying with me. Thank you for coming into my home with me and hanging out with me. And I can't wait to hear about what is the current book you gave 5 stars, 2 stars, 3 stars, that read you for filth, that had you bawling, just bawling uncontrollably. Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you so much for coming.